work with their emotions and how to handle their emotions. My daughter has had therapy. She
Mm-hmm.
has had certain workers in the past. But my child, the one thing I don't like about this system is that they're given a choice of whether or not they want to work on these skills that they need. I hate that.
Mm-mm. So let me ask
And
you this
so
question. Now I'm about to, one thing, but Coach gonna ask the hard question because you're in the hot seat.
and so when I teach her at home, but it's not reinforced out there, it's like it kind of works against me. So now I'm talking to the staff and I'm saying, this is what I want, this is what I need for her to do.
Hmm. But it
There,
should be mild, but she should have consequence because if she's doing it at home, she should be
oh,
doing it at
she has
school.
the consequences.
Hmm.
However, no matter the consequence, she doesn't care.
But then that's a parent thing that you have to. That's where you step in as a parent. Cause CJ, no, I teach emotional. I'm not waiting on, like you said, you had a waiting list of 3 years. She's on the wait list. For me, I know what I'm teaching my son. So the skills I'm working on with hand over hand. Corey, put the light back on. He's gonna know how to do it. So for me, if I set the tone in my home, what you do here, you do at school, you do it in the community. You don't get a pass. And when I say that she just don't care, that mean that the consequences wasn't hard enough for her to care. That you should have got on her ass harder because if she could understand to play a video game, and just hear me when I'm saying this, if she could understand to play a video game and she could understand when to do right when she wants something, then she's choosing to make those choices, and the choices should be harder on you as a parent to hold her accountable. I can't tell the teacher what they should do for Corey because I'm not gonna get on that teacher. I'm gonna hold mine accountable because if he goes to that school and decide to act up, I'm coming to that school and I'm gonna show out where you act, where you embarrass, where you decide to do what you do. That's how you be a parent. And I'm saying that respectfully because you said she just don't care. Guess what? Corey tried me last year and I
Now, I
popped up.
say that I go up to the school. Do you know that the police was called on me?
It don't matter. It don't
And
matter. I go
so
to
I
jail behind
told
mine.
them,
See,
oh, no,
I
no,
think I
I'm
think
not
that's
afraid
where
of that.
I think that's where we have to stop letting these children assume because you call the cops on me that I'm not gonna put these handcuffs on because respectfully I'm gonna go there. But I'd be damned if a child try me and think and I tell it to the school before you allow the juvenile system because they're gonna beat the hell out them. CPS gonna beat the hell out them. DCF
Yeah.
gonna beat the hell out them, and God forbid a police officer. But parents have to be parents, and I say this because she's 13, so those behaviors didn't start. She been had those behaviors that should have been redirected. By the time she started talking back, by the time she started mouthing back, from the time the attitude came, and I say it because we see the behaviors and we dismiss it and we say, oh, we're gonna wait on it, oh, it's not that bad. The moment Corey catch an attitude with me, I'm on his ass right
The
now.
first half of her
Punishment.
life, I really didn't know what to do.
Be a
And
parent.
so it's
it's,
like
it's,
I
no, it's
was,
no manual. It's no manual.
yeah.
Kids
So
don't
it's like
know.
I'm getting knowledge from over here, getting knowledge from over here, trying different things with her. And, like trying to be as supportive as I could. Now,
Oh,
and what
you
I
did the
find,
gentle parenting, right? You did the gentle
huh?
parenting.
Yeah.
I don't do
And
gentle
what I
parenting. I
and
don't
what
believe
I
in gentle
find
parenting.
now is that I'm paying for it.
Gentle
And
parenting is the ultimate setup to, especially with black kids. You can't gentle parent to kids. They're not going to have the same outcome what Becky and Claire and all these other kids going to have. They're not. And when I say that parents, and I'm not saying you, but I'm just speaking in general, when black parents set their children up for gentle parenting, they fail in their children because the world is not going to treat them like that. They're going to see them as a black girl, a black boy. That world is harsh. So if you not on them like boot camp, and I say it because again, regardless if Corey have an IEP or not, I don't care if Corey have, and why they come here and I'm on your ass, make sure you know. And I get that. Y'all have to put fear in your kids. Damn these laws. Damn these, oh my God, my child have a disability. They don't understand. Damn an IEP because they are children. At the end of the day, there is no manual on how to be a parent. damn the IEP. That become a handicap. I get tired of the excuses when we don't know, but we could Google everything else. I can't wait on nobody. I'm not waiting on nobody to come to my house to parent my children. And here's the harsh truth. Nobody coming. Nobody care. You can't pray it away. You can't ignore it. You could have that choice, but eventually when they become adults and they go in that world and they do that to somebody, here's the consequence. The school gonna suspend them. A parent gonna sue you. Juvenile system gonna get them. They're going to go. The police definitely charging them at 17. So she's 13 now. She's 13. Louisiana now trying them as an adult at 17. So if you don't get control of that attitude, that behavior, that defiant, that disrespect, that task avoidance, guess what, baby? Oh no, it ain't. And I tell parents this: stop picking up what other people doing in their homes. I don't care what society say. I don't. The government don't pay my bills. My president ain't paying my bills. School districts ain't paying my damn bills. What I do in IEP culture and out of house is what I govern in here. It's what I say. If I say no video games, it's no video games. If I say who you playing with, who you playing with. Guess what? If she's disrespectful, there are other ways to do it. Make her feel it. How do you make her feel it? She need to be outside running. She need to run until you tell her to stop running. She need to do jumping jacks until you tell her do it. So since she don't equivalent, she don't give a damn, well, great. We both gonna be outside. I want you to run until you feel it. And kids are going to do what we allow because we complain. We do it today, then we stop. We're gonna do it Monday, then we do it Wednesday, then we take 3 weeks off. Parents, if you're not consistent on their ass with that behavior, that is the outcome of it. And that's the harsh reality. You cannot allow a child to do something today, then you tired and you depressed. You have to do it broken, single, tired, married, divorced, lonely, all of that. They didn't ask to come here. Your children are not your friends. And once we get out that head, my child is not my friend. Yes, I make a safe place where you can come talk to me. No, you're not my friend. I don't play with you. You don't be in grown folks' conversation. I'm nipping it in the bud. Who you talking to? I would chastise you in church anywhere. And I started that with 3 with my children. And I had boys. And I told them, you gonna be taller than mama and I'm a WWE that ass. Did not matter. They might not know I'm doing it. Before I allowed the prison to put fear or society in my children, I will govern them. And when parents get in that mindset and stop being afraid and coddle in this gentle parenting, that gentle parenting is going to lead your children right to the juvenile system. And I'm saying that's a black woman. Holler at me in 10 years to all these people on here following this gentle parenting. And I don't want to tell my child nothing. And they could slap who? Who child slapped me? I wish Corey would.
Let me say, oh, you're right. When I found out that whoopings didn't matter to my child,
I didn't say whippings. I never said whippings.
I mean, like just like tapping her on her legs because she was small. I said, okay, we're gonna take toys away. I'm gonna take the game away. You can't do X, Y, and Z. And it got so much to the point where she just got used to things being taken away. I said,
and
okay.
That's when you switch the program. That's what I say. You make her feel it. She should have been writing punish work. She should have been sitting on that writing. I will respect my parents. She should have been getting up, cleaning your house and wiping the walls from top to bottom. She should have been, everything in your house should have been done.
I didn't think
nothing should have been undone.
Having her like clean the whole house.
Oh, baby, please. There are ways to make kids pay for it. Oh, you want to show up in naked ass? Great. Let's wipe these walls. Let's clean these walls. See, parents got to start knowing that in your house there are different ways to parent. You don't have to beat them. You can make them clean up the way your parents did, how you had your house. You could run it military style. That bedroom ain't clean. That you could take everything out that drawer, make them fold their clothes from their closet. Baby, they'll be cleaning from the sun up from 6 o'clock in the morning till I tell them go to sleep. Nothing ain't gonna be untouched in my house. Y'all have grown children. I'm just speaking in general. In y'all home and y'all got ditches in y'all sinks, clothes, their room's a mess, and then y'all saying on this app, I don't know what to do. Get off your ass and parent. Because why your house looking like that and you got teenagers, but they got every pair of drawers, every video game, and they bringing home a 1.8 GPA that you say, I don't know what to do.
Okay, so Miss Bam had asked me, does she have a fear of anything? That's what I'm saying. No. And that is what scares me.
Every
Because
child have a fear. You just haven't found it. Every child have a
I
fear.
haven't found it yet.
Every child have a fear. I
And
guarantee, I
and
guarantee you
right
put her
now,
outside and make her run. I guarantee you get it. See, sometimes parents have to know that your children are you. And they are you. And you parenting the you out of your children. So somewhere you're getting, and here's the truth, we getting our revenge back for what we did. If you go back to your 13-year-old self, somewhere you're gonna find a disconnect with why your daughter doing what she doing. If you just reflect back to when you was 13, many parents have figured that out if they stop thinking like an adult and put themselves in a mindset of when they was 13 and what they was going through and the things that they're dealing with and stop ignoring it. Many parents need to be honest with their children and stop sugarcoating the world from them. Maybe she's acting a certain way because why is she acting a certain way? What's going on?
I'm
And
going to
we have to be
explain it
honest.
to you because she told me. My daughter, she listens to her peers. And one day, one of her peers had asked her, did she know about, the TikTok trends and things of that nature? So her IEP, um, it does have like her diagnosis on there. She's in like an 8 to 1 to 1.
What's her diagnosis?
Autism, ADHD,
Hmm.
and we just found out that she has ODD, which I'm really like iffy about that.
I don't believe
But
that. I don't believe in ODD. That's just a label that they put on black kids for parents that don't know how to handle their kids. And when you allow them to get out of line, and when they put that ODD on them, or in front or behind their name, that is an easy way to set your children up for the prison system. Go ahead.
and so my like she wants freedom. She said, "Mom, I'm tired of being a kid. I'm tired of doing this." But I don't let her have social media because the maturity is not there. And I don't believe that any child at 13 should have access to so much social media. So like we do have
I like it.
limits. Like, we like I do have screen time limits, things of that nature because my daughter last year I took her electronics away because it became such an addiction. I said, "Oh, okay, I see what this is." And it it was something in here for about the first three months. But without those electronics, my daughter found out that she can draw. After a year of drawing, if my daughter looks at anything, she can draw it just by looking. And
I
she's very
understand. Listen, I'm not gonna take away from her positivity. But why is her friends' voices louder than your voices? And I say this right. Your children, your voice should be the loudest voice in your children's head. And I say that started at an early age because if your children are easily influenced by peer pressure should have been taught by the fourth and fifth grade. That should have been had a conversation that you don't do what your friends do. Autism or not, I told it to CJ. We went through that. You put them in scenarios and you teach them if your friends jump off the roof, are you going to do it? If your friend, you put them in situations. You have to put them in situations and let them learn. And a lot of times when it comes to peer pressure, when you say she listens to her friends, that's a problem because she's being a follower. Now, how are you teaching her to be a leader? How are you teaching her that it's okay to stand by herself? How are you teaching her the self-awareness that, hey, you don't have to do what others do? And listen to what I'm asking. That's just a general parent question. Because when you think about middle school, when you think about the surroundings, many children don't know how to be okay with playing by themselves. They feel they need a friend. I need somebody. So then when we as parents are teach our children to say, F them kids, they're not your friend. Who are you? Speak self-awareness in them, build up their confidence, let them know that who they are every day at home falls in the trend of buying people a kissity of it. Like all of that should be taught now. That should be
See, that has been
conversation.
taught to her since she came home in first grade and threw
She
away
missed a
her
step. You
Wait,
misstepped. If you just said that her friends told her about TikTok.
yeah.
Her friend's voice are louder than yours. Even though I taught it in first grade, every day I teach it, I still have to add different layers on it to make it more and more complicated. It's like building a sandwich. That's what autism is like when you teach them. You have to teach what you taught them, continue at a different level, continue to go back. All of that you're layering to make sure that they're getting it. I could teach it to you, but how do I know that you retain it to master it? That's where I do with TJ. If I taught him something, I'm not moving on in 2 to 3 weeks until you got it. After I taught him that skill and he connect to it, I add a new skill, but I go back to the old skill. You have to make sure that they don't forget those skills. You taught it in first grade, but how have you kept refreshing it until now? And she's in middle school.
So can I ask you something? What happens if I do go over things and she gets annoyed with me? Because there are many things I want to teach her, but I
She's
see
a
that
child. She sit down there. She get annoyed for what? If she get annoyed, so what? You, long as she don't put her hands on you, long as she don't disrespect you. I don't care how annoyed you get. I guarantee you ain't leave it. You better not leave that table. I guarantee you better not walk out here. You better sit your ass at that table. You don't give a 13-year-old and children choices. I think that is the most foolish thing. Oh, children have choices. A child should only have two choices. Either you sit at this table, eat this food, or you could carry your ass to bed hungry. But I'm not giving you no, you're going to go get a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That's the problem with parenting. You don't give them a choice. Nothing going to feel good in life. It does not feel good for you to get up to go to work to a job that you don't like. You get annoyed, but you still have to go. So it's the same for her. I don't care how annoyed or frustrated she get. She sit there and she learn and she get it. And then you continue to stay on her ass until she get it. And she don't move. I don't care if you gotta take everything away. I don't care if she scream and holler. So what? You have to put the fear in her and let her know that you run that household. Point blank. That's my advice as coach. Y'all, that's, that's what it is.
when do you do your classes and like like how much are they? Because I need to do something.
My classes are Monday through Friday, link in the bio. I don't even do my behavior classes no more. I don't. Well, I haven't done my behavior classes this year. I haven't because I've been with TJ, and as we're talking about middle school now, a lot of things I sat down and I thought about. I had to put TJ in realistic situations, and another way to do that, and it's like she never been embarrassed. And by listening to her, like, oh, nothing gets to her. Yes, it do. Embarrass her. Embarrass her in front of her friends. Put her in a situation where she show out or you in the mall and let her act a ass and then you do it right there with her. Watch how fast, oh, mom, you're embarrassing me. You have to put them among their peers and let them, and then you're going to see, oh, you can do this. Oh, you can do that. But they'll do it for y'all at home. I don't care. I know one thing about autism kids. They don't like to be embarrassed. Corey hates it with a passion. He don't like it. So when he show out in public, he's very self-aware. Great. Oh, you are? So guess what? You act an ass here, I'm acting an ass in Walmart too. You act an ass at Target, so am I. You don't get a pass and I get to say I'm going to be an adult. I don't give a damn who looking. Them people not paying my bills. That's my child. And y'all have to go to that mindset, how far you have to go to protect your children. And when people say, oh, I whip, you don't have to whip them. That doesn't work. You could break a child by making them clean up. You could break a child by making them get up every day and run and jog a mile and you be consistent. Then their legs are going to feel it. So, hey, how do your legs feel? Oh, I don't like it. Well, that's how I feel when you're in the classroom and you're disrupting that teacher. She's standing up there talking. So since you want to be a class clown, how does it feel? Sometimes you have to let your children feel what they're doing to others and put them in that situation to embarrass them. And she's really at that point where she thinks she know it. She knows you to the point as, and here's the harsh truth, excuse my language, and I'm going to just say it. Oh, my mama ain't going to do shit. All she do is she just talk that noise, and I'm going to sit there like I care, and I really don't give a damn. I just got to pretend because she ain't going to do shit. Point blank. That's the harsh truth. That's kind of like you parenting for the couch and you keep saying, stop making that noise, stop making that noise. I'm gonna come get that tablet. And then you on the phone and they're like, girl, mama ain't do shit, she all talk. And then you get up and you just keep yelling. Being a parent is an active word. Meaning you gotta get off out that couch, off that ass, and get in their face. And consistent. I don't care how tired you are, I don't care what's hurting on your body. You don't have no off days of being a parent because you're preparing them to go out there doing their real world. And everything you don't teach, you haven't taught outside in that real world going to teach. So if y'all don't get control of them and let other people be your children guide, I don't care if it's a teacher, I don't care if it's their friends. No one should not have your child voice should be the loudest voice in your head. When Corey go to school, he already know. He know to the point when they call his mama, he knows. Oh, she coming. Teacher know I'm coming. Baby, who can't come in that classroom? Bet. I'm going. That's mine. Okay, send him to the office. He gonna check out. We'll be back. Because he knows one thing. I don't give a damn what these white people say in the school district. I pay the bills at my house. You're mine until you 18. And you gonna know respect. You ain't gonna disrespect now adult, and you're a representation of my last name. So everything that I taught you, and if a child can retain and tell you what is behavior, know right from wrong, and they choose to do it, easy, because they know y'all ain't gonna do nothing. And the teachers know y'all ain't gonna do nothing. I can't blame what teachers ain't doing. That ain't my problem with them doing. I only control my son. And then when it becomes my business, when she ain't doing what she need to do, then I handle that as an adult. But if Corey in that class and he decided to be a class clown, that teacher send me a message, oh, I'm on my way. Oh, don't tell him I'm pulling up. I don't care if it's lunch, recess. I'll sit in that class and go class to class with you all day. Let's go. Oh, you want to be a class clown? Do it now. Come on, I'm here. Do it now. See, y'all ain't embarrassing them enough. I remember when parents used to go to the class and sit in the classroom with y'all all day. That's why y'all kids do what they do, because y'all ain't coming to the school. My mom ain't gonna do nothing. She gonna buy my Jordans. She gonna take my cell phone today. Then after a while, I'm gonna clean up. I'm gonna do what I have to do. And she just gonna give it right back to me. Baby, that child would get no cell phone, no nothing. You took electronics? Great. Corey, great. What else? She should be reading a book. Her reading should be on point. She should be reading on behavior. She should be reading and watching things that's positive. Not even watching. She should be reading and writing books report. Oh, since you want to be a class clown or you don't care about, great. Read this book, then summarize it. Then you write her questions, handwriting. Oh, your grade's slipping? Oh, okay, we're going to sit here and do math. I want this done. Oh, it's a way to punish them. I don't care when people tell me that they don't believe in punishing kids with education. Guess what? If your child don't read, they can't comprehend nothing in life. Again, reading a book, and I want you to read out loud until I tell you stop. There are ways to parent. Y'all just got to find it in your home.
Now, I do have one last thing. Now, my daughter has been going through a lot of bullying in school. And so she tries to manage her emotions with it and not blow up. But when she's had enough, she go from 0 to 2,000 and she's not coming down.
But here's the thing with bullying. The bullying started before that. And I tell that to CJ. You know when bullying starts. Bullying starts when someone says something and they cracking a joke or they joining on you and you laughing. You made it acceptable for that. You shut it down then. One, you tell a bully, hey, bro, chill out. That's one thing. Teach your child to verbally tell them, hey, back off. You acknowledge them. 2, tell an adult. 3, don't hit first. Point blank. You should have had parents should have had documentation. Hey, I'm at the school. This child is bullying my child. If their school have a 0 policy, y'all should be using that against your child. So when they do come to, oh, your child's going to be suspended. No. I have documentation. I have told you my child was consistently being harassed and bullied and y'all didn't do anything. That's how y'all protect your child. Tell me something else. I just feel like that's excuses, but I feel that they don't stand up to a bully.
I document everything. But it's like, it's like living in New York State. It's like I have gone to the school district. I go to these places. I show up every time. And it's frustrating.
Children in this generation, like, oh my God, I don't want my child to fight. And I don't want to put them in boxing. Boxing deals with emotional intelligence. It deals with management. Doesn't matter if it's a boy or a girl. Put them in karate and martial art. They need to learn self-control. You want to be a big badass and pop off on somebody that went great. They're going to have somebody that's going to kick your child ass. And I tell it to my son, respectfully, if you ever feel that you about that life, just know on the other end, they got somebody bigger and better than you. And it is what it is. Like, you have to allow, we can't protect them or shelter them from everything. They have to go through that. And if she have emotions, if she could calm herself down when she wants to calm herself down, but it's again when she come at home and do it to you. But now that she's in school and someone doing it to her, she don't like it. So is she not being disrespectful to you at home and someone's giving it to her at school? So why she's not acting the same way, but she could be disrespectful to you? She could give you attitude. She could give you all this. But when the children doing it, now you scared and you're fearful and you don't know what to do. Nah, keep that same attitude, Sway. That's all I say.
No, you not wrong. Because I'm like, dang, I'm doing everything that they say that I'm supposed to do. You know, I have her in therapy. I have her when like doing these different things. And it's like, okay, where am I going wrong? But
Thinking that those disabilities on the paper matter when their child is smart as hell and know what they're doing. If parents take off that disability, stop seeing the word autism, stop seeing IEP, stop seeing intellectual disability, ODD, whatever letter to be on their paper, and that's just a child, and they parent that child and deal with those letters on the back end and parent, y'all be great. Y'all be great. You got to parent. It don't stop. And I think that's become the problem in the autism community, that they love sheltering that my child have autism, my child can't do nothing. It's because you're enabling them. They could play the video game. They could tell you when they want chicken nuggets. They know when they're in a store and they want these toys how to act. But you tell me you can't sit to the table and eat and write and read and follow direction because we the parents don't hold ourselves accountable. They're a child. I don't understand how parents go on this app and let a 3-year-old tell them that they're going to eat chicken nuggets and fried when the child is afraid of the dark. The same child can't even get up and turn the light off. And they're letting them run the house. And I'm talking about all kids, not with disability. You tell me a 3-year-old running your house and you can't control them? They're 3. They're at your kneecap. Okay.
And the girl is smart. Like when I tell you that she's been reading at a high school level since the 5th grade, like now she's at college level reading, very into science, she's intelligent, but she sometimes just gets in her own way when she listens.
If she's in gifted classes. Is she in gifted classes? If she's in gifted classes. Is her IEP on the gifted side?
No.
If not, why not? That's why she's bored as hell. She's bored. If I'm reading on a grade level, you have me doing work beyond my level. Why the hell why I'm there? That's not challenging enough. She shouldn't be.
So how can I get that on her? You know, I'm gonna come to your class because I gotta figure this out. How can I get these things put in her IEP? Because she is mad. She's unbelievably smart.
Maybe the child don't have an attitude problem. She's in that class. She's bored. She's more smart than the teachers, and that's not challenging. So it's kind of like you sending me to class with children that I'm smarter than, and I gotta sit in this class and I gotta dumb myself down, and I just figured out all this shit in 2 seconds. Now what I'm gonna do to entertain myself. So when I don't have nothing to entertain myself, I'm gonna start talking to other kids in the class. I'm gonna start being disruptive, which the teacher said. Now I'm bored. I have task avoidance. I really want to get out this class, and y'all not giving me anything else to do to challenge me beyond where I'm at. And if they knew that she tested on a 5th grade level at 3rd grade, she shouldn't. That's her whole placement is wrong. Why is she in a SPED inclusive class of kids 1 to 8? I'll be pissed off in that class too, respectfully. Get the link in my bio. We'll talk.
All right, I'm on it. Thank you so much.
Y'all welcome. Anybody else want to get in the hot seat? You're welcome. Make it up.